Hi guys, can you introduce yourselves?
Yeah, sure. This is Yuan from China. I'm from China Youth Climate Action Network.
And I'm Louise, and I'm a Sustainance delegate here at COP17.
So I heard you guys had a US-China youth workshop yesterday. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
So, yeah, sure. Yesterday in the afternoon, we have a Sino-US youth workshop, and basically we have invited like 3 speakers from EDF and the Third World Network, and also like the China and the Chinese and the US youth talk about what they have done back in the home, and also like we have 3 rotating discussion groups.
Yeah, so I guess the goal of the workshop was to build on the past 2 years. In Copenhagen and in Cancun, US and Chinese youth got together to hold a series of events just to foster cultural understanding and dialogue between the 2 countries, and we really wanted to continue that here in Durban. And so this year, our workshop really focused on how to make these conversations more permanent and looking more towards the long term. So we decided to establish a US-China Youth Coalition for a more permanent forum to continue the dialogue between our 2 countries and continue engaging with each other.
So do you think it went well? Are you guys going to continue working together in the long term?
Yeah, I think it went really well.
Yeah, definitely. Actually, we have a declaration come out after the workshop. It will be focused on the Sino-US Youth Coalition for Sustainable Development. We want to kind of like stress on the point that we are not just doing it once off, like here in the COP, but also we want to do it like, we want to do a lot of like project sharing, information sharing, capacity building, as long as we are looking for the potential collaborative opportunities.
Yeah, and I think the workshop was really nice because it gave us a time to ask each other questions about how we do things in our own countries. I learned a lot from Yuan and from some of the other CYCAN folks about how they actually try to influence policy making. It's totally different in China and the US, and the strategies that they take to do their campaigns. So I think it was definitely a really good exchange and hopefully informative for all the participants.
Yeah, I saw a lot of like differences between the US and China. For example, how we influence the policymakers. Like in the US, they lobby a lot, but in China, it's like so. So I have to say that it's a huge difference between the 2 countries. However, as we dig into the dialogue even deeper, we find out there are actually more common grounds than we had expected. So that's the thing that we want to dig deeper and try to make it a long-term thing, not just a once-off.
Great, sounds like you guys had a successful workshop. Thanks for talking to me.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.